You know, with our Malaysian weather, you step outside your house and it feels like someone is trying to turn you into satay. Sometimes it can even be at 6 p.m. and it's still hot like... Well, I stumbled upon a new piece of tech that just might blow you away. This is the JISULIFE FA35 Pro, the ultimate bladeless neck fan. Okay, let's go into the unboxing. So the box comes in white with the JISULIFE logo on the top left, the visuals of the neck fan in the middle, then there are some of the features towards the bottom of the box. At the back there are some of the technical specification over there. Opening the box from the top, you'll find a user manual, a USB-A to USB-C cable, and finally, the neck fan itself. Next, let's talk about the build quality and design, because the first thing that came to my mind is how it reminded me of those neckband earphones, but of course with a larger form factor due to its fan being inside. It has a really excellent build quality. However, I was pretty surprised by how lightweight it was, so you won't feel like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulder. And I felt that it had just the right weight that doesn't make it feel like a toy of sorts, so that was pretty impressive. Now, do you remember those neck massages that you used to see everywhere? Well, it is pretty much the same form factor, but this looks more refined than some of its competitions. Now, inside the bands are 3 fans, and these fans works together to push air through these slits. And since the holes are pretty small, the air gushes out at high velocities. Then since it's on your neck, it pretty much cools you all around with a 360-degree air supply. So how is my experience using this neck fan as I go about my day-to-day activities? Well, firstly, if it gets too warm in the studio, I use it to cool myself before a shoot, since my microphone over here picks up every single noise, including the aircon noise, very easily. So what I do is that I use this before and also after my shoot is done. Then if it gets just too warm outside, it prevents me from sweating when I walk from the door to my car, since it does supply a 360 air supply as mentioned earlier. And I love the little pad at the back of the neck too, as it helps dissipate heat more efficiently where it is made of aluminium, so that was pretty handy indeed. Now the neck fan is also sweat proof, so no worries about getting some level of sweat when you're using it outdoors. However, I won't recommend using this during a heavy weighted workout, as it could eventually fall off from your neck during strenuous exercises. Now you can get the fan to move faster or slower when you press the power button when it's turned on, where it has 3 wind speeds, which is fast, faster and fasterer. Just kidding. Depending on how hot you are. Because if you're hot enough, I might just give you my number.
You used to call me on my cell phone.
Now if that's not cool enough for you, just hold on the button for 3 seconds and it will go into the high speed wind mode. Then the other button next to it is to switch the dedicated fans at the back of the neck on or off. So this FA35 Pro isn't gonna wake the neighborhood when you use it, because it is pretty quiet. In fact, it might be even quieter than some of the laptop fans out there. Then as for battery life, I got about 18.5 hours of battery life, which is very close to the claimed battery life, and is powered by a 4000 mAh battery, which charges about 4 hours via the USB-C port. Alright, so that's it. Overall, the JISULIFE FA35 Pro bladeless neck fan does what it sets to do. If you always wanted a fan to follow you around, not that kind of fans, but a cooling fan, it is indeed a pretty effective personal fan that you could use in the summer, or if you're in countries like here in Malaysia, as I personally feel that this is a tech item that you'll never know you need it until you got it. Where I'll leave links down below for you guys to get yourself one, where I'll leave a promo code in there as well. Aside from that, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys found this device cool, as I mentioned, and I'll catch you guys in my next video.